I'm here with Nathan Hirsch. How are you, Nathan?
Good, Matt. How are you?
Excellent. So welcome to the Business to Business Sales Geniuses show.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So Nathan Hirsch is a serial entrepreneur and expert in remote hiring and e-commerce. He is the co-founder and CEO of freeup.com, a marketplace that connects businesses with pre-vetted freelancers in e-commerce, digital marketing, and much more. He has sold over $25 million in online and regularly appears on leading business podcasts around the world. So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, and I'm excited.
Awesome. So first question I have for you is, what has been your journey in very broad strokes?
Yeah, so I started off as a broke college kid, selling textbooks on the side to make extra beer money. From there, I learned about Amazon. I started experimenting, selling different products. Couldn't really get anything to stick for about 6 months to a year. Found baby products and toys, and for some reason, I became really good at selling those on Amazon. And I developed this dropshipping business that I ran out of my college dorm room for years, selling millions of dollars out of it. And through that experience, I was hiring lots of people, from employees to remote contractors and virtual assistants and outsourced from the Philippines. And I always wanted a better way than going on the other marketplaces. So, and posting a job and getting a lot of applicants and just spending a lot of time. So I created my own marketplace, FreeUp, a few years ago, where we vet applicants before they get in, freelancers from all around the world. We take the top 1% and we make them available to clients. And I spent the past 3 years talking about remote hiring on podcasts and webinars and Facebook Live like this, really building this business from scratch, cold calling and networking and meeting people, and growing FreeUp to a marketplace today that did over $5 million in revenue last year. So that's kind of where I'm at now, going from running an e-commerce business for over 7 years to running FreeUp now and creating my own brand, my own identity, doing business with thousands of clients from all around the world. And now I'm here speaking with you.
So can you tell us a little bit more, details about FreeUp? How does it work? Who is it for? What kind of specialties you offer on there?
Definitely. So FreeUp is that market that range from $5 an hour customer service workers in the Philippines to $50 an hour digital marketers, people that do PPC, content creation, people that do graphic design and bookkeeping. It's such a wide range, and we went from just offering Amazon services to really, as long as it's legal and it is not against someone's terms of use or breach of contract somewhere, we offer it. So it's been kind of a fun ride as we add developers and marketing people to this incredible network that now has over 800 freelancers on it. On the back end, we're hands-on to make sure people have a good experience. We have top-notch, fast customer service. We really do care that both the clients and the freelancers are happy on the marketplace. And on the back end of that, we're insurance against turnover. If someone quits on you in the middle of a project, we cover replacement costs and we get you a new freelancer right away. So that's really what we're all about. And it's really grown so much in the past 3 years, from better software to partnering with so many top influencers, to speaking at conferences like CEO Space, which I'm going to speak at again soon. It's just been an overall great ride.
What has been your experience with B2B sales, business to business sales so far?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of fun going from Amazon, where I'm selling to the end consumer, although I was building relationships with suppliers and pitching them. So I kind of got a little taste of that. But when I started FreeUp and selling to other business owners, it was a whole nother experience. And I really used what I learned at Firestone, which was an internship that I worked at for years, to talking to suppliers and noticing what other salespeople in my company were doing, to building my own sales strategy. And I built this from making cold calls and sending cold emails and connecting with people and creating a referral program that last year paid out over $150,000. And it all comes down to that fundamental of customer service. I make it clear that we're not trying to scam you or screw you over in any way. We really do care, and it's in our best interest to make sure that you get freelancers that actually help you, because we're not locking you in. There's no minimums or anything like that. Be really supporting that on the back end. So the first time someone has an issue, knowing that we're going to address it right away, and then really being taking care of your word. And that's the biggest thing. If I tell someone I'm going to do something, I do it. And I think that's something that so many businesses lack nowadays. If I'm like, hey, I'm going to call you back in an hour, I'm calling you back within 59 minutes. If I'm like, hey, I'm going to get you this freelancer within a day that can do this PPC campaign for you at a high level, I'm putting my name behind it and I'm giving them my word. I'm making it happen. And I think I've kind of brought that mentality to when we had 3 clients to 10 clients to now when we have thousands of clients. And that's really the mentality that I've taken from doing B2B sales.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your biggest failures, and especially what are your lessons that you drew from those failures?
Sure. So in our last podcast, we talked a little bit about my Myrtle Beach story when I went on vacation and I didn't diversify and all that. So I'll share a different one for this. So about a year into FreeUp, it was probably about 6 months to a year, we were finally on cruise control. We had a good, solid group of clients. People were loving the service. Referral program was crushing it. My team was on a roll. And I get a message from my developer on a Saturday that the entire week worth of data had just been erased. And so this was a week of client billing. And it was on a Saturday. Billing wasn't until the following Thursday. We had all past record. It was just this current week. So it was about 5 days of data that was just gone. Everyone's hours. So we you had to problem solve at the extreme here. So we first had a breakdown of how did this happen? Let's get as much information as possible. How do we put steps in place to make sure that it doesn't happen again? So we get different backups. So now we've got like 4 different people backing up our software. We had our developers go in and put different fixes in. Then it's like, okay, do we try to hide this? Do we try to get everyone to put in their time and really kind of go under the radar, or do we take responsibility? And I'm the kind of person that my mentality is like, listen, I'm a startup, I'm human, I do the best I can for people at every day, and if mistakes happen, I'm going to own up to it. And so we send an email out to all clients, and you kind of cross your finger and you worry what the reaction is going to be like, and it was overwhelmingly positive. People giving our support, people understanding, people happy that we took responsibility. Same thing on the freelancer side. We were like, this sucks. You have to go back and figure out every hour you build for the past 5 days and re-put it into time clock. And just kind of that huge hassle that we're just putting on hundreds of people from a mistake on our own. We should have had that stuff backed up. And there wasn't any financial information. It was just raw data about hours. But we spent 48 hours on the weekend putting this back together, double checking with everyone, reaching out to every client one by one, making sure they were happy with the billing. And it was a nightmare. And I mean, we learned from it. It hasn't happened since, but that was kind of that biggest failure that happened early on in the business. Being an entrepreneur is one of those things that whenever you get to that high, you know that something's going to come and hit you back down. And whenever you're on the down, you know that you're going to do trial and error until you turn it back up. So that was just one of those big bumps in the road.
Okay. What about your biggest successes in terms of, let's say, sales or business sales?
Yeah, I mean, last year, FreeUp went from 0 to $1 million in year 1, and then from 1 to $5 million in year 2. We paid out over $150,000 in referral money. We partnered with leading influencers all over e-commerce and business, like Jim Bunch and Ben Cummings and Sean Mayo. Some really awesome, talented people who put their trust behind us, which was very rewarding. We were on over 100 podcasts. I don't even know how many webinars. I spoke at my first conference, which was terrifying for the first time, and I'm looking forward to many more. But yeah, I mean, all that was a lot of success that if you had asked me 2 years ago, or I'm sorry, if you asked me 3 or 4 years ago, I would have told you, hey, I'd still be selling products on Amazon, and now I'm kind of in front of the world, so to speak.
What would be your top advice when it comes to sales?
Be genuine. I mean, people can always tell a BSer. I tell people how it is. I tell people what I can offer them. I tell people what I can't offer them. I can't offer people what I don't have. And I always kind of keep that mentality. I don't over-exaggerate. I don't promise things I can't deliver. I'm confident in the service that I can offer. I answer their questions to the best of my ability. I put my heart and my passion behind every call. And I do everything I can to succeed. And I focus on the process more than I focus on the result. If I give a sales pitch and I'm talking with someone for 30 minutes and at the end of the day, they don't sign up as a client, I don't focus on the end result. I focus on the process. What could I have done better next time? How can I improve? What went well? What didn't go well? and you continue to focus on the process more than the result, and you're genuine and you care and you're passionate about what you do, you can have a lot of success in B2B sales.
What would you like people that are watching this to do? What's your call to action, basically?
Sure. So go to freeup.com. You can create a free client account. Anytime you're ready, submit a work request, and we'll introduce you to a great freelancer within 24 hours. If you want to speak with me, if you want to bring FreeUp to your community, my calendar is right at the top of the website, and I'd love to spend time with you going over your business, your needs, and how I can help you.
Sounds good. All right, Nathan, thank you so much for your time. I want to respect your time and end it here. Thank you so much for accepting to do these interviews, and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Have a great day.
You too.
Cheers.